It started with a step followed by a trot. We learned to gallop. Then it got mechanical. At first it was to survive. It was all about the destination, but that changed when the journey started to get fun. I'm Julian Taylor, and these are my friends, Sam and Jenn.
If it has a motor, we will ride it, drive it, or fly it, and compete to win.
It's not always about where you go, it's how you get there.
Where in the world are we?
Well, based on these coordinates, we're lost.
I mean, it is Julian who gave the coordinates. Are you sure they're right? All I see are tumbleweeds and cacti.
And maybe a road up ahead?
Well, you're right. It's a road.
It's a road, but what's that gonna do for us? What are we gonna do? Hitchhike?
Maybe. Do you see that over there? Way off in the distance.
I do, and it looks like it's coming this way. I hope this guy stops.
Well, I hope it's not a crazy person.
I got your back if he's crazy.
Coming in
Hold
hot.
on. Of course it's a crazy person.
Well, I was right. It is a crazy
You
person.
got a crazy person for sure. What coordinates did you give us? We've been going through a desert with no cell service. I couldn't even call you.
I know.
You know.
That was deliberate. We have got a really, really interesting day today, and I want you to come and experience the Arizona desert. I have got the fastest, most powerful third-row SUV that there is on the market. This thing does 475 horses.
Put me in any row, strap me down to the roof, just get me out of here.
What a meaty sound this motor's got, don't you think?
It does have a deep, deep throat sound to it.
I feel like I'm in a first class back here. I love good German cars typically because they're known for their leather and their interior. This is pretty sweet back here.
That's normally what I always think about when it comes to, like, the Japanese brand cars, is the interiors are so, like, nice and futuristic and digital and things like that. And it looks like Dodge has come up a long way and starting to surpass these companies out there.
Absolutely, they've stepped up to the plate. You've got the Hellcat, you've got the Challenger, you've got so many other cars, but we really have to test them properly. And the only place to do that, really, is on a track.
Well, there's only one track that I know of around here. I've never been there before, but I've read about it, I've heard about it. It's the Bondurant.
So we're going.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, 2 solid days, mate, to test every single one of the SRT lines.
They have the latest and greatest of all the new models, the Hellcats, all the high-end cars there.
Exactly. We're gonna have real pros helping us really try these cars out, see them for what they are.
As long as I'm not doing the test from the passenger seat.
Nope, you will be driving.
Especially with you driving and me in the passenger seat. That doesn't work for me.
You will be driving, believe you me, don't worry about it.
Up to Bondurant, it's very clear that this place is loaded with tons of Dodge products, but specifically of the SRT kind. The Red Eye is a monster. It has derivative parts that are from the Demon. Then when you look around, you see, oh, Hellcat over here. It's insane, the amount of power bottled up onto this one racetrack. I'm like, oh, so excited. Bondurant Racing School, hello.
This is gonna be fun.
Great, gorgeous day too.
Good day to burn some rubber.
Certainly is, somebody else's.
Hello.
Good morning, you must be Jenn.
I am, Mike.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
I'm Sam, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Mike, Julian Taylor, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, welcome.
Seeing all these beautiful cars everywhere. Where's the keys? Let's go.
First, we gotta start with the ground school before we move on to that, but come on in, have a seat. Grab yourself a notepad if you need to. Welcome to the school.
Oh, thank you.
The ground school is probably the most important place to start. We can talk about the basic skills, concentration, vision, vehicle dynamics, and line technique. So it all starts here. This is where we establish that foundation. Well, good morning and welcome to the Bondurant School. Can anybody tell me where the best driving school in the world's at?
Yes, BSM, British School of Motoring.
No, I'm afraid you're wrong. It's the Bondurant School right here.
I would say we're sitting in it.
That's why we're here.
In the ground school, you get a really good idea of people's personalities. You'll notice the people that pay attention and the people that don't.
Nobody told me I was going to be going to school.
The classroom portion of this whole Bondurant School is so cool straight out of the gate. We're learning everything there is to know about high performance driving. Super jazzed. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ace the test.
So it's kind of nice today, you know, walk in, you meet Mike, the guy's been doing it for 40 years, very, very knowledgeable. I'm sitting there looking at the board and how he's setting his apexes and his turns. And what I've learned today, it's not about how fast you go, about how smart you are on the track. Slower is faster. He said it multiple times today, and I'm gonna use it.
Don't get me wrong, I know this gentleman, Mike, really knows his stuff, but there's cars that I want to go play with. Let's go and do it.
We have over 100 Dodge SRT products here.
Wow.
You know, that's support vehicles and Hellcats.
I saw a lot of cars out there, but do you have the new Red Eye?
We do.
You've got the Red Eye? That's the fastest production car. It's got the largest supercharger on it than any muscle car in the US at the minute.
That car is so special. That's going to be the prize. So you're gonna go through this program, we'll test you, and the winner gets to drive that vehicle over at the drag strip.
Basically, because it's a professional high-performance driving school, whoever wins this is the undisputed best driver of the show, correct?
Exactly.
All right, sounds like a plan to
Looking
me.
at her.
Deal. I will bet you.
May the best woman win.
There we go. All right, let's get suited up and meet in pit lane.
All right, cool. Set out.
Awesome.
So the stakes are really quite high on this trip. That's a serious vehicle.
So this is a serious competition. I mean, yeah, we have competitions on every episode, but this one is serious. This is the title for the season. I'm more concerned about Jen because she was paying attention.
If either one of Sam or Julian win the title of best driver of the entire show, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
I'm going to be going 100% to win this. I get my hands on that car key. So now I'm really excited. It's now time to play with the Hellcat. It's extremely fast. If you put too much power with a car of this amount of power, we're going to be squirrely and all over the place. So I've got to be careful with that right foot to see what's going to happen, but I'm confident we'll get round at a decent pace.
The first challenge is the autocross course. And basically, it's a small little road course, and the idea is to get from point A to point B as fast as they can. Don't knock down any cones, but the big thing is really manage that high horsepower Hellcat and not take advantage or be too greedy with that throttle.
I'm about to put everything I just learned into motion, and I am gonna smoke these guys. They don't know what's about to hit them.
You ready, Jen?
I am so ready for this.
3, 2, 1, go, 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 go!
It's a lot of horsepower, over 700 horsepower. If you just gun it straight out of the gate, you're gonna be sideways pretty quickly. It's a lot of movement in the rear end if you don't have control of the throttle. It's really about precise driving. One mistake can cost you seconds. Really, I'm just thinking to myself, don't take out any cones. Just beat Julian. I felt like I just blinked and it was over. It was such a fast track.
The Hellcat. It's extremely fast. I lost it in one of the corners, and it was a straight, so I was trying to get as much power as I could, and it started fishtailing big time on me. Haven't got a clue how I didn't hit a cone, because I thought I'd taken 6 of them out all at once.
The autocross was something very interesting. It was a tight track, fast-paced, can't hit the cones, gotta stay in your lane, and it's all about being smooth. Sometimes slower is faster. Mike said it so many times in class. That's what stuck in my head. I'm focused, I'm on my game, I got this.
All right, you ready? You want to know your times?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Julian, 26:21.
26:21.
Jen, 26:68.
That's my hair.
Look how
You
close
are
that was.
so close. Sam, you're the winner.
Yeah.
25:71.
Thank you, Coach.
Work,
That's
man.
the
Awesome,
last
Coach.
one you're a winner
Good
of.
job.
Come on,
Good job.
don't be sore. I paid attention to the coach when he was speaking in class.
So on to
That
the
was
next
awesome.
one now, yeah? What is the next one?
Well, that's a surprise.
All right.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
Last one we're gonna let you win though.
What we have here is the Scat Pack, 1320.
Now, the interesting thing about this car is it's a little less than 500 horsepower, but it's got a lot of technology on it that's designed for the drag strip, coming straight out of the factory with full race setup. It's a really unbelievable machine.
You ready for the next challenge? You'll start at this point. You're gonna jump into the car, fire it up, put your seatbelt on. You're gonna go around this circle, and you're gonna head through the slalom course. You're gonna come back through the slalom course, and you're gonna stop in the box. Smoothness and being precise will really pay off.
Julian, he might pull something before he even gets to the car. Sam, on the other hand, works out. He's probably thinking this is a whole CrossFit for cars situation, but I think I'm gonna have him beat.
Go.
Already hung up on the seatbelt.
Things didn't go exactly as I planned. I had some good momentum going, and I just gave it a little too much gas a little too early. The car got loose on me.
Oh, whoa.
A little hot in there.
Came in a little hot.
Coming in.
Should we be worried? Whoa, whoa!
Oh, back up, back up, back up. Whoa, whoa. Come forward. Stop. There you go. Out as fast as you can.
Should we?
Go.
Put it in park? Nice one. Bragosaurus, once again, he gets in the car and is so hot to trot that he is just all over the place.
It's a different style of racing. It's a different car setup.
That was the worst run of the day. My turn. I wasn't quite as aggressive to start with.
He's gonna spin out.
I wanted to keep as smooth as I could through the cones, but I was braking through the cones. Got to the end, went a little bit wide, came back through, broke through the cones.
Coming in for his finish.
It's coming in way too hot.
I nailed it in the box.
Running to first base. Yo.
That couldn't have been good.
Not too bad, though.
I wasn't impressed. You're beating your time already.
You know, I was going fast, but I was also remembering what Mike said. I headed down, weaved through the cones.
She's keeping it smooth, though.
I was trying to be precise.
She's gonna beat your time.
Sometimes slow is better.
She shut it off.
Keep it going. It's cool. Go. Nice work.
She did what Mike taught us in the classroom. Slow is fast.
Jen did a cracking job. She managed to get that easily, so I've learned a lesson on this one. These cars, you've got to be careful with them.
She put everything together. She didn't overdrive the vehicle. I was very surprised by Jen's performance.
They called me teacher's pet, straight A student. Like, that's a bad thing. I jumped into the winner's circle and had plenty of time to spare. Julian has not yet won a challenge, so he really better bring his A game if he wants to compete with the big dogs.
You saw the way he was in class, wasn't paying attention, feet up in the air, and look where it gets him. 0 wins.
This next challenge is the reverse 180. And this is probably going to be the most difficult challenge because here what we need to do is get the car up to speed in reverse and make a precision maneuver. Really crank the wheel very tightly to get the car to spin around and head the other direction. It's going to be a challenge for everyone.
This one's mine. It's got my name on it. 180s, as fast as you can. It's like a runner from the coppers. I could do that, no problems.
I think you guys need to ride along.
We have to ride along?
I think that'd be...
With
Kids in
him?
the back go to school.
Oh.
Jen and Sam whining that I'm putting them in the back, just like a pair of kids, and I'm going to hit something. How can I hit anything? There's only bloody cones out here.
Watch your target. Up to speed. Off power. Turn the wheel very quickly. Now downshift. There you go.
It's Mike's car, so it must be tuned.
Everybody thinks that my instructor car is souped up. That's not the case. I was very impressed by Julian, the way he was able to snap the car around and put it into the finish box.
Now we're getting to more of a freestyle routine here. Going backwards at a high rate of speed, spinning the car around, not losing momentum, pointing it in the right direction and keep on going. There's a lot going on at one time, but I think I can pull it off.
Clear. Watch your target. Up to speed. Off power. Go.
It's harder than you think, isn't it?
During Sam's run, he should have stayed away from the brake pedal, and that kind of slowed that spin around. If he'd have stayed off that brake pedal, he probably done a little bit better job.
So I am a huge movie buff. I have seen every cop drama. I get to live out a childhood fantasy. I'm about to do a reverse 180, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Speed. Off power. Turn the wheel very fast. Downshift.
Let me out of here! I'm living to another again. That's not fair.
Hey, I got the kids to school.
Yeah, with a concussion.
They survived.
She just added that steering input just a little bit too slow, so it made for a fast turn and put Julian's head right into that rear side panel in the back seat of the car. I heard it was a big thump.
She stuck me against the windscreen, literally boom like that. Oh man, my head went everywhere.
Julian says he's back there seeing stars. No, the only star I see in this whole equation is the Dodge Charger, the SRT version. This thing is unbelievable, over 700 horsepower. But the fact that it's so stable doing a reverse 180, you feel the power, but you never feel out of control when you're experiencing that power.
All right, we all survived. The car's in one piece. Julian, you did the best there, man. You're the winner. I like the way you snapped it around and you put it right in the box.
Fantastic.
He was just out of control like normal. That was just coincidence that it pointed in the right direction.
We're all tied, 1-1-1, all a winner piece. It's now into, I think, sudden death. That's what Mike's got up his sleeve for us, and I'm hoping it's on a track.
The winner of this challenge gets to drive the red eye over there at the drag strip.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
Fantastic.
wait to drive it.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, you're in 2.
Oh, man.
Jen, you're in 12. Julian, 11.
11, okay. Well, this is exciting. We've just got to the track. Mike's brought us out here, and we have 3 Hellcats.
I'm a little nervous at this point because it's been a minute since I've driven a manual gearbox. I might be a bit rusty. Hopefully I can remember my skills.
I know the way Julian is. He gets all hot and heavy with his foot and goes too fast in these turns, so I know he's just going to spin out or do something wrong. And, you know, Jen is, I think, going to be the smart one out there. She's probably going to be more of the threat, but I'm coming out here ready to win.
Julian is what we call track happy. He sees a track and he's just like a goldfish. Pew, 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 pew. I hope he stays on the track. I hope he doesn't ram into me. I hope he stays in his lane, quite literally. Don't get in my way, and I'm gonna try and stay out of his way because I know how that guy drives.
I do get very excited when it comes to a full track because you've got freedom. You can do what you want. Now, am I going to find the edge of this car before it takes me too far? Of course I am.
Coming out here ready to win. I mean, I've got to pull off the win. It's all about right now. We're going to be let loose on our own, all 3 of us at one time on the track. What it all comes down to. Make it crazy.
All right, is everybody ready? On your mark, get set, go.
When you first start off, you're nervous. Your heart's beating at 100 miles an hour, and you don't really know what the track's going to be like until you drive it.
Trying to run through what we learned in class through my head while I was out there.
I really focused on what's the line. If you're not careful, you have 700 horsepower behind you.
Every single time I had Sam in my eyes, I put him under pressure, real pressure.
Every time I look in my rearview mirror, I would see them right behind me.
Going into those corners, it's tight, it's hairy, so 2 people are not fitting through at the same time. That is a guarantee.
So I know I had 2 laps left, so I had to get around him beforehand. And it's a tight circuit at the back. I didn't want to wreck the car.
You get overly confident real quick. You want to go fast. I have that need for speed.
I'd start letting off a little bit, playing conservative, and I want to spin out, but then they'd be right there. So I kept on pushing it, got a little sideways once in a while.
They go across the finish line, and it's pretty neck and neck, but ultimately, Sam pulls ahead.
I pulled off the win, fastest, the best. I've got this season under wraps. Now listen, I don't like to brag. I'm not the bragging type. With that said, throw it my way. Come on. I want to hear it from the 2 of you. Go ahead and say it. I didn't hear that.
Good driving,
Good job,
mate.
slugger.
I'm the fastest
Good
driver.
driving.
The best.
My ears are going to be bleeding listening to him go on and on and on how he's the best driver of this show.
I don't like to brag. Now we have to deal with him as the winner for the rest of the season, and now he gets the trophy. He gets the Red Eye Hellcat, and I'm really jealous. Maybe he'll let me ride along, hopefully.
The grand prize.
What a beast.
The latest and greatest from Dodge. I've been waiting for this all day. A brand new Red Eye. Never been in it. Don't know a whole lot about it. I know it's fast. I know it's got close to 800 horsepower. I know it's going to do a phenomenal job going down that quarter mile.
We were so close on everything that we
There's
did.
no such thing as close. Get in the grandstands, get some popcorn, get some soda, and watch.
Well, Julian, we have a car for you to drive. You just can't race one car down a drag strip. You have to have 2 cars. We have this 1320 right behind me.
So we get to have a race.
There's no need for that.
I love it, I love it. You've got to have 2 cars on a drag strip, and this is an official drag strip.
And what about me? Am I taking the Durango down?
We're going to give you a very important job. We're going to let you be the starter of this 8th mile drag race.
The starter.
Yeah.
Get ready,
Ready.
set, go person.
That's
I
it.
might not ever lower my hands, you
You
know?
have to, Al.
I
How
might
else am I
just
gonna
be
win?
like, here.
You gotta drop my side first.
I have to be the starter. It's a little disheartening, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put my all into it and make it one Hellcat of a race. Are you ready?
I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous at the beginning because Julian got such a good jump.
I got the whole shot. I could actually see him behind me, and he was trying to get the power to the ground.
The rear end of my car was breaking loose left and right.
He was literally squiggling, whereas I wasn't. I was dead straight. The power all went to the ground.
Finally, when that horsepower stuck to the ground, I got him at the very end. It was insane to feel how much G-force that car has.
The Red Eye is a monster. As soon as they started gaining speed, Sam was going after Julian, and then he far surpassed him, and it was a pretty epic race.
I have to say, though, everything that we've done today has been really quite remarkable.
You're a great instructor, and I gotta tell you, to be able to put what you taught us in the classroom onto the asphalt was pretty cool.
We got to go out there and test out your theories and put it into action and just see it all come together.
You guys are great students. You made my job super easy, so.
I think we owe you for some tires, maybe.
Can we get another lap in, do you think?
That would be one more lap.
Mike, what do you reckon?
One more.
All right.
Just one more.
All
All right, but before we do, remember, it's not about the destination.
It's how you get there. Let's go, come on.
All right, I got the Durango. I'm driving. The keys are in there, right?
I got the
All
red
right.
eye. There is no better feeling than being the best driver of our show. Put me on that track, and I'm a champ.
It is what it is, you know. Driving's driving, and him and I are always going to be competitive. And nobody listens to Sam anyway.
Bondurant is a place that obviously develops champions, and I feel like a champion after today. Next challenge, I'm coming for you, Sam.